Hi, my name is Dr. John Douillard, and I want to talk to you today about mercury. Now, we know that mercury is bad for us, and we know that the FDA says that 1 part per million of mercury in the fish or the food we eat is the upper tolerable level. Well, new reports are showing that that level should be actually much, much lower. It's definitely unclear with the research how much mercury will actually make you sick, and possibly that is an individual issue. We know that the coal mine plumes are pumping methyl mercury into the environment, into the atmosphere, and that mercury filters down even onto the best organic vegetables. So even if you're eating all organic, you can't avoid the exposure to mercury. So again, mercury will decrease in your body if you're not exposed to it. So therefore your body will actually detoxify the mercury. We have that ability, but always remember, your digestive strength is your ability to detoxify. And that's why, again, here at LifeSpa, we're so about making your digestive system strong, because you really can't avoid the exposure, but you can definitely reduce it. And while there's many exposures out there, including amalgams and certain environmental issues, the fish that we eat, which seems to accumulate the mercury from the atmosphere, has to be, or is, the most common source of mercury toxicity in our body. In one study, they showed that 20% of the fish at a sushi bar were in fact over the legal action limit, which is 1 part per million. They showed that in 184 samples of fish from lakes and streams around the country, they showed that the average was about half the legal action limit, and every single fish had mercury in it. So unfortunately, the atmosphere covers the earth, the coal mine plumes go up, and they also cover the earth, so we get this exposure. Very, very important to realize that fish is a #1 cause. Wild salmon or wild fish from really pure waters is probably the best way to go. Once or twice a week maximum is what most experts are suggesting. More than that puts you at risk. And if you are going to eat a lot of fish, and you know, I'm a big believer in fish as a great source of essential fatty acids and omega-3s, but if you eat too much, you're going to accumulate mercury in your fat cells and potentially in your brain, which is about 45% fat. So it's really important to protect this brain. And interesting, when mercury exposure gets high, we have issues with brain function, neurological function, memory function, focus function. It can create nerve issues. Very significant effect on our nervous system. And this is, you only get one brain. We want to definitely protect it. But adding foods like garlic, which is a natural chelator, chlorella, natural chelator, cilantro, natural chelators. There are oral chelators too that you can take once in a while to pull the mercury out of your system, like EDTA, although it doesn't take mercury, it takes other heavy metals. But DMSA are also oral chelators that will pull the mercury out of your system and knock it down. So there are ways, but the best way is to make sure you have really good, strong digestion, and I urge you to do that. And of course, do your very best to have organic foods that are going to have lower levels of these toxins, but definitely reduce the amount of fish you eat. In the article associated with this video, I give a whole list of fish, and we rate them in terms of high, medium, and low levels of mercury, so you can begin to pick out the fish that are the lowest level and be a little bit more selective in the types of fish that you eat. And do that when you do it wild. Make sure you have a good sense of the source of that fish, and try to do it in moderation. Thanks for listening. I'm Dr. John Douillard.